Hello, everyone. This is Sean Bostic, your Family Engagement Coordinator with Hamilton County DD Services. I would like to take the time today just to introduce who I am and what I do with Hamilton County DD. Now, again, my name is Sean Bostic, and I am the Family Engagement Coordinator, and I work on the A-Life team. What does A-Life stand for? All the acronyms, right? Advocacy, life course, inclusion, and family engagement. And within A-Life, I do the life course and family engagement piece. Now, some overlap as well when it comes to inclusion and advocacy. So first and foremost, I'd like to talk to you about the family engagement piece. So with family engagement, the first thing that I focus on is really listening to families and what they have to say deeply, listening deeply to ensure that I'm getting every detail of what they're discussing and what they're talking about so that you can effectively help them. So I like people to really just share everything, bring your whole self, no expectations, no judgments, just bring yourself, talk to me, whatever is going on. If you're feeling overwhelmed about whatever's happening in your life, concerning your loved one, concerning yourself, bring it to the table so that we can figure out how we can help you. So that's the first part of family engagement. Also, as an operator, I view myself as an operator when it comes to family engagement. Many times, families do not know where to go. They need to be pointed to the right direction, who to talk to, who's the right person for this issue or this discussion. And so my role as the family engagement coordinator is to find those resources and to bring them back to you. So for instance, if you call me and I may not have the answer right away, but my goal is to at least have something for you within, I say, 1 to 2 days. If I do not have it within 1 to 2 days, I'll definitely call you back and let you know, like, hey, I am still working on this. So just to make things easier for our families, many a times families are calling this number, that number, this number, that number, this department, wrong department, just all over the place, right? So my role is to make that a lot easier for you. So to call me directly and let me do all that work for you. On top of that, I do not believe in giving handoffs like, well, here's the number, handle that yourself, or, just even making a warm transfer. I'd like to go on that journey with you if you allow me to. So many of times I find myself staying on the phone, staying on the line with the family that's seeking whatever information or resource at the time. So I like to go on the journey with you. So as a family engagement coordinator, that is what I do. Also, life course, as I mentioned before, life course is really important. It's about having a discussion. It's about talking about life. What can we do? How can we do this? What experiences will we have? Will we go through? Will we have to take on? So life course is not just for professionals. It's just not for just, DD workers, or it's not specific to DD, but we do use it in a way to start a conversation with families to help them with their loved ones so that they can be guided into the right direction. It's not a my plan or anything like that. It's really just talking about life. There's tools and everything that goes along with life course, but depending on the family, and the reason why I say depending on the family is because not every family is the same. Some families are already overwhelmed with life. So when I use life course, I may use less information, more conversational. If it's a family that wants to learn more about life course, and I may bring out the tools. But we have to be careful as professionals to ensure that when we're working with families that we don't apply the framework to the family, that we apply the family to the framework, meaning that the family determines how you're going to use the framework. So life course is amazing. We talk about the integrated STAR, or I would say the inclusive STAR, so how we can help your loved one navigate their community and how they can be supported greatly. We also talk about the trajectory. I love to use the example from March 2020, March 10th specifically, for many people. When the pandemic started, that took a lot of people off the trajectory. Many a lot of things started to close, and it just wasn't, life wasn't the same. So I think even as of now, most of us are trying to get back on the trajectory with wearing our mask if necessary, with getting vaccinated, doing all those things to get back on the trajectory of life. So that's my example of the life course trajectory, and just in general, what we do concerning life course. So another thing that I do as well is Future is Now, along with my director, Dawn Freudenberg. Future is Now is so important. And the reason why it's so important is because it helps families realize, like, wow, I'm not going to always be able to take care of my child or my friend or my loved one or my sibling. I'm not going to always be here. It is a very daunting reality, right? So instead of waiting until it's too late where you don't have anything in place for your loved one, Future is Now is there to set that up for you, to ensure that we help you get to a place where you're not able to care for your loved one anymore. At least you have all your plans intact so that your loved one can continue to get the care that you were providing for them. It may be uniquely different, but their lifestyle, their life is still the same. They're still living productive and safe lives, which really matters, right? So with that, we have a 4-part series every 2 months via Zoom as of now. We would like to go in person soon, but as soon as things become safe for all of us, health-wise, concerning the pandemic, we're doing it via Zoom as of now. But the first night, we start on talking about who the person is, the focus person. So that could be your loved one, for instance, your child, your spouse, your sibling, whoever it may be. We talk about who they are and how they impact their community and family, and what qualities you love about them the most. We also talk about the hopes and worries. The hopes and worries is really focusing on what you can do now to ensure that your loved one has a life that they can live, and what steps can we make right now? And what do you hope for? What do you hope for? You want your child or your loved one to continue to live a productive and safe life. You don't want their life to diminish in any way because you're not there. So that's what the hopes and worries focuses on. And we help guide our families that we meet with. We help with that process and different avenues that they can take. The second night, and I say night because usually we do it from 6 to 7:30 p.m. And we do have a morning session as well from 10 to 11:30 a.m. I find that our evening sessions tend to be the most popular, but we do offer both as of now, since we're doing it via Zoom. But the second night is really focused on networking, creating a network for yourself, for your family, creating those strong ties. If you have a weak tie, then you have the potential to change that weak tie into a strong tie. What do I mean by that? A weak tie may be someone that's not within your circle, but they may have a potential idea of what you're dealing with concerning your loved one with a developmental disability. So bringing them in, taking that 8 to 10 seconds of outrageous courage and informing them like, hey, would you like to be more involved in what I have going on here? Would you like to know my daily routine? Would you like to go out with us sometimes? You'd be surprised how many people will say yes to that. So the goal is to create strong ties with family members. And what we also do as well is anybody that joins us with Future is Now, we start finding some common ground with families, with a parent. A parent may say, well, hey, why don't you give me a call sometime so we can connect with one another and we can start doing things with our children together. You'd be surprised, that happens all the time. So that's what it's about, creating the network, which is really, really important. The third night, we really focus on waiver. We have one of our service support administrators, our SSAs, come through and they explain what the waivers are all about. Talk about the individual option waiver, also known as the IO waiver, the self waiver, the level 1 waiver, how they differ, how can you apply for them, what does that mean? These are all the different questions that you can ask. Many times people, they have a waiver, but they don't know how to effectively use it, which is okay, no judgment, no big deal. We all have to learn. So we talk about that. We also talk about housing, how important housing is. So do you want your loved one to stay with you? Or do you want your loved one to live independently? And it's so many options now. The housing options they're amazing. And so we take the time in Futurists now to talk about that, what options you do have, and what does that look like? And we also show videos of families that have done this, have been down this line. And it shows how effective it's been for them and how it's positively impacted them and their loved ones. Now, on our fourth night, we talk about caring for the caretaker. Yeah, self-care. Many a times our family members, they're doing so much work. The caretaker is so involved that they don't take the time to take care of themselves. So we have someone from the Council on Aging come out and talk about like, hey, how you can take care of yourself, the things that you can do, ensuring that your safety and your well-being is intact so that you can effectively help your loved one out. So it's really important that we talk about those things, right? So helping the caretaker is really important. So with all this, we also talk about who holds your story. So ensuring that everybody that's connected to you know the story, know your background, know your loved one's background, so that when you're no longer here, that someone else can still keep that story going, so that it's not lost. We all have our stories, we all have our unique backgrounds, and to share that with others is really important and it's vital, and it keeps your history rich and alive. So we really are strong on who holds the story. Now, with the Futurists now, we talk about the letter of intent. The letter of intent is pretty much the worksheet binder that Dawn puts together, and we pass it out. We give it to families via email, where I leave it at your doorstep like an Amazon gift, right? And you're able to look through it, fill some things out about benefits and everything. Another thing, since I mentioned benefits, we do have a session that's separate from the 4-part series where we have Di Sunderman, our benefits specialist / manager, who really goes into detail about the benefits concerning your loved one and how Hamilton County DD can positively impact you, and how you can get into different services, tap into various services. And she's also willing to set up a one-on-one session with families if they want more details about benefits. So Futurists now is remarkable. It's great. We really want families to take advantage of it as much as possible. Usually people register online, or they can call me directly and register with me. I get your demographic background so that we can have an idea who we're serving, because we do have our breakout sessions where we have professionals come in who may do art projects with your loved ones. They may also do music therapy with your loved ones. So it's just really remarkable. So I really encourage families to sign up, join us for Futurists Now. So at the end of the day, as your family engagement coordinator, these are some of the things that we have going on. Have a lot more, but I want everyone to just remember that there's no judgment. Bring your whole you, bring yourself, no expectation. We're not worried about anything like that. We just want you to come through and know that you're going to get the support that you need from us as Hamilton County staff to ensure your well-being and your child's well-being. We take a very holistic approach when it comes to ensuring everyone is doing well. So we may not always have an answer, but it is our job to find an answer for you. So thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. The way to get in contact with me is by calling me at area code 513-614-7025, or you can reach me via email, which is sean.bostic@hamiltondds.org. I spell my first name S-E-A-N, and I spell my last name B as in boy, O-S-T-I-C. Again, thank you so much. Join us. If you have any questions or concerns about anything, please feel free to reach out. Never hesitate. I work for you. Have a great and fantastic day. Take care.